Yo, what's going on everyone? In this video, I want to bring you some tips and tricks on how to take down Lord Saito. So this one's actually a pretty easy method, but will require you to learn a certain combo. So as you can see here, there's the L1 and R1 ability that you can use to disarm the other enemies. Now the trick with this is as soon as you pop this ability, you're going to notice here you're going to get one swing in, and then you want to switch to the dual katanas. As soon as you do that, you can just immediately spam the button, and you're going to be able to get a lot of damage off. Now you'll notice here that you'll be at full health, but you won't have any more spirit. So at this point, you want to fight the boss normally, but you want to try and get as many perfect parries off as you can, because with every perfect parry is going to come another spirit. Now, as you work your spirit back up, you want to bob and weave past the boss. All I did was hit L1 and circle, and then the analog stick back and forth to roll. Now, every now and again, it's actually better not to hit a perfect parry, to just simply roll around these attacks. The reason why is because when you do, you'll be able to very easily get some hits in at the boss's back. So the boss is going to rotate through all of the different weapon types. But when they throw up this shield, it can be really tough to break it. And because I'm only choosing to run the dual katanas, it's actually extremely hard to battle against it. So what I did is I just simply kept my distance from the boss during this phase. If you give it enough time, the boss will simply switch to another weapon type. Now you'll notice here you also have these sake bottles. You can take the sake bottles to regain spirit if you ever run out and you think things are getting tough. So I sort of use them as a last resort, but they will give you spirit back so that you can get your health. Now, another thing to note about these bottles is once you use them, they're going to be on the ground, and you can then throw them at the boss to actually stagger them and begin some combos very easily. So as you can see here, I'm kind of biding my time, and I only engage the boss when he's not in his shield. So basically, I'm just waiting until I know he's going to use attacks that I know I can block against. Then I actually get near enough close to him to where I can actually block the attacks to build up my spirit. And then I also just simply use my sake bottles when I know I can get a quick boost to get 2 spirit bubbles, and then I only need 1 more to go and use that combo again. So again, the trick with this combo when you disarm the boss is to get 1 swing in and then immediately switch to the dual katanas. The reason why is because you'll get way more attacks in and you can begin to spam the boss. Now, there's actually a bit of a bug in the game where if you do this too quickly, the boss won't actually take damage anymore. If you notice here, the boss can't even react until I stop dealing damage. I guess I spammed the boss with too many attacks in a row, just completely locked him up. And so you'll notice that if you ever get that bug, the boss won't even take damage anymore, and you actually have to back off for a minute and let him regain his weapon for him to actually even take damage anymore. So that's how busted that method actually is. Now, actually, after you get to the second half, it's going to be about the same thing, but the boss is going to be a lot more aggressive, and you're going to see that there's these 3 bubbles underneath the boss's health bar. Now, the boss with these bubbles is going to have better attacks and be able to do special combos, but I'm going to be honest, I didn't really pay too much mind to those bubbles, and I just kept on with the same method, using the L1 and R1 to disarm the boss, and then switching over to the katana to spam my attacks. So after about 3 or 4 dual katana hits, the boss is most likely going to get his weapon back, and you just need to get ready to dodge. Now, this part's a bit different. You can't just rush through it or get really, really far away from the boss like you could in the first part. This part, you actually have to get the timing down and begin to get these perfect parries. So he's going to come in with a lot of swings all at once. It's best just to parry all the blue ones and roll out of all of the rest. So it definitely takes some time to get through this second phase, but I didn't really do anything too special besides everything we already talked about. I will let the gameplay roll out though so you can see how I was able to complete it. Hopefully this helps, and I will catch you guys in the next one.
We'll be a family again.
Believe in yourself, Atsu.
A wolf needs her pack. Remember that.